And welcome back to everyone to another edition of Historical Geocaching on the Road with Tien Photobug from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am so excited today. My dad and I are heading to North Georgia to the Chief Vann House. He was a very wealthy and influential Indian who lived in this area prior to the Trail of Tears. Now Georgia has his home as a state historic site. Let's go visit it and see what awesome history we can discover.
After becoming wealthy, James Vann wanted a mansion worthy of his stature. This became the first and the most valuable brick home in the Cherokee Nation. Construction began in 1803 and took until late 1804 to complete. Bricks were fired in kilns just east of the house. Beams and floorboards were produced at Vann's sawmill 2 miles north. At that time, the nearest comparable homes would have been in posh cities like Charleston or Savannah. By 1804, the Vann family plantation of Diamond Hill was called the showplace of the Cherokee Nation. It was the biggest home in Georgia, if not all of the South. It featured a 2-story classic brick mansion, which is today one of the best preserved Cherokee homes. The Vann mansion is decorated with beautiful hand carvings, many fine antiques, and at one time boasted a remarkable floating staircase. Feared by many and loved by few, James Vann was both a hero and a rogue. He was primarily responsible for bringing the Moravian missionaries into the Cherokee Nation in order to build schools. Not only that, the Vann family also funneled quite a bit of money into the creation of a federal road through Cherokee territory. One of the privileges of financially helping at this level was getting to decide where the road went, and the Vanns made sure that the federal road went straight to their house. Many notable Cherokee chiefs visited the Vann estate, as well as U.S. President James Monroe and notable Cherokee Indian Sequoyah, famous for creating a written language for his people. However, toward the end of his life, James Vann suffered bouts of extreme paranoia, which led him into drunken rages filled with increasingly violent behaviors. James Vann was shot and killed at a local tavern in 1809, and his attacker was never found. Joseph Vann, James's son, inherited the Diamond Hill plantation and went on to become a Cherokee statesman. He became an important member of the Cherokee National Committee and was a delegate to Washington, D.C. on a number of occasions. He expanded the family wealth and property, slaves, and a line of steamboats. The Georgia militia evicted Rich Joe Vann in 1835 for having unknowingly violated a new law making it illegal for Indians to hire whites. With their wealth and influence, the Vanns avoided the actual Trail of Tears in 1838 by on their own buying a steamboat and sailing out to Oklahoma under their own terms a few years prior. Joseph then settled in the Cherokee Territory in Oklahoma and lived there until his death from a steamboat explosion in 1844. At its peak, the Vann Spring Place plantation covered over 800 acres. On this property were 95 outbuildings, including slave quarters to house 110 slaves, cookhouses, smokehouses, barns, stables, corn cribs, a blacksmith shop, a tavern, a sawmill, the overseer's house, and several other smaller log houses. Along with huge fields of corn, the Vanns grew a variety of vegetables and had an orchard of 147 apple trees and 1,133 peach trees. This was the largest, most prosperous, and most famous plantation in the Cherokee Nation.
Well, it's been a very interesting tour to see inside the Joseph Vann House. Neat to see how he lived. And guess what, folks? There's also, since this is a Georgia State Historic Site too, there's also a geocache here. I've visited some of the historical markers, gathered the information. Now let's head back to the visitor center and open that cache, sign my name on the log. So here we are, folks, in the visitor center of the Vann House. We have opened up the cache, lots of awesome swag in here, and I'm going to sign my name on this log. Another awesome smiley. Yay!
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed learning some more amazing American history. If you like this kind of stuff, be sure to check out the annotations on the screen for more of my videos. And if you haven't hit that big red subscribe button yet, please do so now, as I publish new videos each and every week on Wednesdays. As always, this is History Buff TN Photobug signing out, and I am indeed having a blast with the past.